A top focus this hour, pollution levels in the national capital saw a spike and remain in the very poor category. Smog engulfs Delhi NCR, while air quality in Mumbai and its surrounding areas remained at a moderate level. Now, while some areas of Mumbai see poor air quality, a few areas like Borivali had in fact recorded good air quality about yesterday. In a tug of war over pollution as well, the Central Pollution Control Board had told NGT that a recent Lancet study linking air pollution to an estimated 33,000 deaths annually in 10 major Indian cities was not accurate, is what the Central Pollution Board said. Now, the Lancet study had attributed thousands of deaths across cities like Delhi, Mumbai and Kolkata to hazardous air quality. My colleague Shreya joins us from Delhi with more details. Shreya, if you could take us through firstly the situation in Delhi this morning as well. There is quite an amount of smog that can be seen.
Absolutely, Aarti. Delhi's air continues to choke and there seems to be no escape from this toxic haze. I am currently at Punjabi Bagh, which is in West Delhi. It has been ranked as one of the top polluted areas in the national capital, pollution hotspots in the national capital for the last 5 years. And the main contributor to this pollution levels here is essentially this flyover construction right here, as you can see, which has been delayed for the last 2 years. And now in the peak winter season, where we know that the graded response action plan has already been implemented, stage 2, where there is clear-cut ban on construction. Here you can clearly see the construction work is still going on and so much of dust is being produced because of the construction site right here in Punjabi Bagh, and there seems to be no on-ground monitoring or regulation being carried out here. And also we don't see, like I have been spending the last 1 hour here, I did not see a single anti-pollution measure being carried out, no anti-smog guns, no water sprinklers here. And this is one of the most populated residential as well as commercial areas in West Delhi, which has been ranked the most polluted area in Delhi for the last 5 years, and yet you do not see much action being taken here to control the increasing dust pollution caused due to this construction of this flyover. Here you can completely see there is reduced visibility. The smog levels have spiked up. Currently the AQI here at Punjabi Bagh is 261, which falls under the severe category. This means the air quality is very hazardous and residents should take necessary precautions to minimize exposure. We know the most vulnerable of the lot is of course women, young children and older people and people with existing respiratory issues. They are more prone to falling sick because of the increasing pollution levels in the national capital and particularly here at Punjabi Bagh. Over to you.
Stay on with us, Shreya. I'm also being joined by Anuj from Mumbai. Anuj, now in Mumbai, there are some areas that are seeing moderate level of pollution, while some areas are actually seeing some clean air like Borivali. But overall, Mumbai is facing intense pollution issue this time around as well. Take us through the ground situation.
Well, yes, ever since last 1.5 to 2 months, we've seen that there has been a rise in the amount of smog here in Mumbai. But interestingly, it is different from one geographical area to the other. Areas which are mostly considered to be the northern suburbs, be it Devnar, some areas in Bandra, be it Kherwadi, or even the Navy Nagar in Kolaba. These are some of the areas, Kolaba being the extreme south of the city. These are some of the areas which are, experiencing a higher amount of AQI or PM 2.5 pollutants in the air, whereas there are several other places here where the air quality is moderate. Now, air quality as a whole in Mumbai is moderate at the moment, but we are seeing that the amount of smog in the air has increased a little, and it is considered to be, although a very unhealthy but a natural phenomenon since the last few years, especially since 2019, given the changing climatic conditions here in the city due to increasing amount of construction and more vehicular movement here across the streets here in the city, and which is why we are seeing that the air quality, although it shows to be moderate in most of the regions, but the amount of smog, especially in the early hours of the morning, is extremely high. which is why we are seeing that at around 6 to 7, or especially around 5, 6, 7 a.m., the amount of smog that is present in especially areas like Devnar, in areas like Kherwadi and Navy Nagar is very high, but it kind of comes down as as we progress through the day. However, when you look at the coast, be it the Malabar Hill coast or be it the Marine Drive coast, we are seeing that the visibility has taken a hit because of it. Throughout the day, although the smog levels across the city come down a little by the afternoon, but the visibility gets affected a lot, and that does pose a lot of challenges in front of the people, in front of the especially riders and bikers who are traveling from the streets here in the city. As far as the BMC measures are concerned, as we've been talking about it for a while, guidelines were put in place in 2023 October, but a stringent implementation of that is not something that the BMC volunteers are looking at the very moment. Of course, they have been told to make sure that the construction should be kept in check. We are also, there was also a ban on the open garbage burning here in the city, but then the implementation of that has taken a backseat, especially in the last few weeks because of the election work.